Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Don't forget, follow me on Parler at Jericho Green on Parler. Also, until the end of the year, 25% off green gear, promo code Trump46. Now, what's today, the 29th? So tomorrow's the 30th. So on December 1st, the promo code is going to change, but it's still going to be 25% till the end of the year. But the way things work out on the website, I got to change it, no problem. But tomorrow, I'll announce what the new offer code is. But until then, 25% off, promo code Trump46. So, yesterday, Vanderbilt, this college with a garbage-ass football team, they decided to take the inaugural bullet for having the first female football player. Now, first of all, you know damn good and well they didn't suit her up and put her out there for the whole game. She was a fucking kicker. She's a soccer player, and they even said, I'll put a link in the description box, but they even said in the little broadcast, you'll hear the little punk-ass Kendall crotch commentators. One of them was like, oh, I got chills. And, oh, this is for all the little girls around the world. How many fucking little girls are watching Vanderbilt college football? 0. So all the little girls around the world just thinking, well, guess we can't do shit until this girl came along. Yeah, right. Stop that shit. They always try to tie it in to the kids to get your feelings involved, to cloud your judgment. This is fucking stupid. This is how you get women hurt. You keep doing this, you're going to get some girl fucked up. Because those dudes out there are going to be like, I'll be damned if I'm the guy who gets burnt, hit, whatever, by this girl. It's going down. These dudes are not going to take that. This woman is going to get lit up like a Christmas tree. So she's a kicker. So number one, the score was already, 21-0, and ended up being like 40-something to 0, 41-0, I believe. They got the shit kicked out of them by Mizzou. So it was 21-0. They trot this fucking girl out. People start cheering. It's a big publicity stunt. She gets out there, kicks the ball. Her mechanics are all fucked up. I guess she kicks it soccer style. One of the commentators even says, 6 days ago, she was playing in an SEC title game for women's soccer. So they figure, you could kick a soccer ball, so that means you can kick a football. So they bring this girl out there, and she's wearing number 32. It's her soccer number. She goes out there and kicks the ball. It looks like shit. It doesn't go that far. And the Mizzou player just jumps on top of it. So they were probably in on it too. It was probably like, all right, guys, she's going to kick the ball. Just jump on it. Don't return it. We don't want to hit her and put her in a wheelchair on national TV. Just jump on the ball. She'll run off the field, and then we can get back to the game. That's probably how it went. Because she kicks the ball, and she just starts like trotting off the field. She's kind of looking back like, oh, okay, they jumped on her. Okay, let me get out of here. It wasn't for real. It was a bunch of bullshit. The coach is like patting her on the helmet and talking to her shit after the play. No coach ever does that. And it was like I don't know if it was a kickoff to the second half or whatever. It had to be because they didn't score any fucking points. So no coach talks to the kicker after he kicks off for the second half or whatever. They don't give a shit. The only time the coach is talking to you on the sidelines is either before a major kick that you need to make or after you fucking miss it. That's when the coach talks to the kicker. Other than that, nobody gives a shit. And the kicker, the position on the field that hits the least, you knew damn good and well they weren't going to return that. Because if they did, sometimes the kicker is the last one to beat, and they got to make the tackle. What do you think's going to happen to that girl? You think that dude's going to take a tackle from her and get ridiculed by his homeboys for the rest of his college career because he got trucked by a girl? He's going to lower his shoulder and fuck that girl up. But you guys keep wanting to trot these girls out into harm's way. You keep wanting them to step in front of the semi and stop it with their girl power. Now, I'm not saying women are inferior to men. But I'm saying when it comes to physicality, yes, men are usually bigger, stronger, faster. But Jericho, I have a cousin of mine. She could pick up the back of a dually pickup truck. Good for you. Normally, that's not the case. Let me give you some stats. Stats to these people are like water to that damn Wicked Witch of the West. I'm melting. So, the average kickoff distance is 66.7 yards. That's with a male kicker. This girl kicked the ball 30 yards, less than half, and only went like 7 or 8 feet in the air. There weren't no hang time or nothing. That further lets us know that this was some publicity stunt bullshit. And what about these women? Why do you guys keep letting them lower the bar for you? Why do you keep taking these fucking scraps? Why do you keep lining up to do this shit to make yourself look weak? That's because they are wrapped up tight in a victimhood snuggie right now. They got it zipped up all the way to here. Got my hood on. This victimhood is cozy. That's why they don't say nothing about this shit. Where are you feminists? Where are you blue-haired rubber dildo havers? Huh? Where? You should be mad that they're making you look weak. You should be mad that they're lowering the bar. Anything you can do, I can do better. What happened to that shit? You should be showing these evil men that you can do it under the same requirements as them. But no, they're steady lowering the bar. They're steady, hey guys, come on, let her play. Why do you guys like that? If a dude kicked the ball like that, then he would be booed off the field. His coach would probably throw his clipboard at him. He would probably get fired from his position. He probably wouldn't be the kicker next week. He probably wouldn't be the kicker next kick. That bullshit? 30 yards on a kickoff? Here's another one. Men's 100-yard dash record, 9.58 seconds. Women, 10.49. Jericho, that's just around a second. That's not a lot of time. That's like that. In the world of track and field, a second is a whole bunch. They work a long time, sometimes a year to the next event to shave a second off of their time. That's big time. 9.58 to 10.49. That probably wouldn't even qualify for the Olympics. If a man ran a 10, you know who runs a 10.49? That one dude from Lithuania in the back. That's who's running a 10.49. But for women, that's the world record. Not saying men are better, but we're usually bigger, faster, and stronger. Men, bench press world record, 1,105 pounds. When I saw that shit, I was like, is that a deadlift? Nope. Bench press. The bar could barely handle all that weight. 1,105 pounds. Women's record, 601 pounds. 1105 to 601. That 601 wouldn't even qualify. You couldn't get in the building. You'd be outside looking through the window like, oh, they're in there lifting. Wish I could get in there. Stupid 601. You see what I'm saying? They're not ready for this. Football in American sports is by far the most violent. And you got women out there competing against men. It's not fair. It's not right. It's fucked up. It's hard to watch. To be honest, like women's MMA and women's boxing, I don't like watching that shit. I don't like to see women get beat up, even if it's by another woman. Sorry. Sexist, a Neanderthal, whatever the fuck you want to call me, I don't care. I don't like to see women get beat up and hurt. I just don't. I'm sure I'm not alone. I certainly don't like seeing them put out on a football field. Call me, wake me up when these women are playing for Alabama Ohio State, Michigan, Stanford, USC. Let me know when they've cut the mustard with the same requirements as the men. Not a fucking kicker on some bullshit kickoff at Vanderbilt who ended up getting their asses mopped all over the field. Then how can you be happy with that? Women that want to compete with the men, that's the game they give you? That's the team you got on Vanderbilt's football team? They suck. But that's what they think of you here. Give them that. Just like, here, black folks, here's the black national anthem in week 1 of the NFL that nobody gives a shit about and doesn't even remember. Fucking clowns. Speaking of some shit that's hard to watch, did you guys see that sloppy senior citizen convalescent home bullshit fight over the butterscotch pudding called Tyson versus Jones? What was that? That was the boxing version of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. What was that shit? That was sad. Watching 2 former fighters give each other Parkinson's. What the hell was that? Are these guys that hard up for money, or did they just want to get back in the limelight? I don't know what that was, but it was a lot of gray hair and heavy breathing. You could hear them breathing on each other. What the are we listening to somebody shit or fight? That shit was, I couldn't even watch the whole thing, man. That was I haven't seen that many hugs since a high school reunion. They were just holding on to each other. Tyson would start to get something going. Roy Jones would just hold on to him and start breathing heavy. Man, that shit was disgusting. If you paid for that, I got some magic beans I want to sell your ass. Man, let me get out of here and go home to my beautiful wife and kids. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone. Link in the description box. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.